I don't think this is replacing the Big Mac anytime soon. All right, the big arch. I don't know. I don't know what we got here. It's just, there's a lot involved here. But when the CEO took the tiniest little bite of that burger and kept calling it the product, I knew I had to try it. 2 quarter-pound beef patties, 3 slices of white cheddar cheese, crispy onions, slivered onions, pickles, lettuce, and a new tangy Big Arch sauce, all served on a toasted sesame and poppy seed bun. Sesame and poppy seed? Sesame and poppy seed. Why do we gotta do both? One or the other, classic, safe bets. But they say, you know what? Let's do both. Let's make this product the best product of all the products. I don't know. Let's open up the hood. I mean, right away. You got your creamy arch sauce right up top. I mean, that's like a mustardy type of sauce. I don't think there was mustard specifically on here, but it definitely has that kind of vibe. This is girthy. This is gonna fucking hit. I already know this is gonna be decent, and I think I'll appreciate it more than CEO. Cheers. I mean, it's very much like a Big Mac. A poppy seed bun leans more everything bagel than anything, and I'm not like a crazy huge fan of that. I like everything bagels, but give me an everything bagel. Don't do this. It's very much a Big Mac, right? You got your lettuce, you got your cheese, you got that Big Arch sauce, which is very, very shockingly similar to the Big Mac sauce. I don't notice too much of a difference. I mean, it's a hearty burger, but for $9 fucking dollars, $9 fucking dollars is what you think this is valued at, this product? I think that's a little far-fetched. I think if this was like $6, $7, I think you'd be in a more realistic place. You put onions on onions. If you don't like onions, this isn't it. There's a lot of onion flavor here. I like onions, so this kind of works. But the sauce itself is just really just like that creamy aioli. There's nothing really too special to it. It kind of leans Big Mac sauce, sort of a mayo, mustardy kind of mix. It's just like they're just trying to come up with new things. I don't know if this really did hit the mark. I mean, there is a shit ton of onions. If you don't like onions, there's nothing there. Now, you have a couple of drinks. You pick one of these shits up after a show. It might hit a little bit differently, right? It's very heavy. It's very hearty. It has a good amount of toppings and shit to it. But the one thing I'll say is nothing really jumps out. I know we're so used to these flavors that have to be this like new technological fucking AI anomaly. But in this case, I don't get anything kind of new. I'd love to see a difference between this and the Big Mac. Maybe I should have done that. Maybe I should have compared the two. But in this case, I'm not really getting anything too crazy. I don't hate it. I think it's actually pretty good. I just don't think it's anything new. Like, what new, besides adding a shit ton of onions? Maybe the CEO is allergic to onions. That's what it was. I mean, it's a good burger, right? It's not a bad burger. It's not the best burger. It's a good burger. Again, I had a couple of drinks. I think it's going to hit a little different. But in this case, I'm not getting much. I'm not getting much of what I think I should be getting. Right? There's no pizzazz. Pizzazz, that's an interesting way to describe things. But there's really nothing that kind of jumps out. It's kind of all level flavors. The onions stay balanced with the actual arch sauce. The lettuce just annoys me. I don't know why. I don't know why anything has lettuce on it. If you want lettuce, have a salad. I don't understand the like appeal of lettuce. It just kind of confuses me. On a burger, right? I get the cheese, I get the onions, but do you need dry onions and slivered onions? Do we need to do double onions? Oh, and double buns? Do we need a poppy seed and a sesame seed when on their own, they are perfect bagels, buns, fucking additives. They're just good flavors. They're subtle, they're not too forward. But in this case, we just kind of just combined a bunch of shit together. Again, it's tasty. I'll finish it because, you know, after work, I'm fucking hungry. But I don't think this is something that's just gonna stand out and make this big innovation. And honestly, one of my favorite things was watching that CEO just fucking squirm and just... I did it. I made it. If you like brutally honest food and drink reviews, make sure to like and subscribe so you don't miss the next one. It was like this really weird forced thing. I don't know, it's just, I felt like he really doesn't eat burgers and it just was something he had to promote and it just came off really forced. And when you call something the product, it's kind of like the substance. That movie, The Substance, was sick. With Demi Moore, I know it won a bunch of awards and shit, but I think when you have something that you call the product, you call this like serum, it feels like an antidote or a poison. It doesn't feel like food. And this honestly doesn't deserve any of that, right? It's just a very straightforward, regular ass burger. I mean, there's so many fucking onions. But what you don't do is you don't just dwell on it. If you want a burger, I honestly say go with a quarter pounder. Maybe get 2 of them. Everything basic, cheese, onions, some ketchup, a little bit of mustard on a bun that doesn't have 2 different identities. I think you're gonna be better off. The texture honestly gets soggy pretty quickly. I mean, I picked this up just 10 minutes ago. I'm already, everything's kind of blending together, just kind of seeping into each other. And like I said, the flavors, since nothing's dominant, it just kind of stays, just all kind of just mid. Just everything mid. There's no highs, there's no lows, it's just mid. And that's okay. But again, I think there's more highs and lows with the quarter pounder. It's more exciting, there's more to it. Let's talk about the texture first. Texture, it's soggy, it's gooey, everything just kind of absorbed into the bread and it's just sort of messy is what it kind of ends up being. The taste, it's very balanced, but it's very just level, right? Everything's mid, there's nothing that really jumps out, nothing that really makes you go, wow, this is different, this is exciting. Even the American cheese is a subtle cheese, right? Like a pepper jack might have jumped forward a little bit more. This just kind of stays in the background. Nothing too special there. And then the presentation. I mean, when I first opened it up, it was cool. It was cool. I like the way they kind of had the bun. There's sort of like a little texture to the edge there. And the poppy seed and sesame seed combo is kind of different, but I just feel like they just mixed a bunch of shit together. Not really being aware that flavor profiles really do affect others. So when you mix too much shit together, and double onions, no one ever needs double onions. Ever do you need double onions. But they did it. They did dry ones and then slivered. When McDonald's has the iconic little diced onions, probably my favorite onions around. With the ketchup, a little Heinz in there, I think they use Heinz. That combo, wonderful. But instead, in this case, they just went the opposite direction. They said, let's use the big chunky ones and then the dry shitty ones. Let's try that. Not a huge win. So if we had to rate this from a scale of 1 through 10, just because the texture, the taste, and the presentation were just kind of lacking, the Big Arch comes in at a solid 5 out of 10. Eat what you like. I'll catch you in the next one.